Calls to axe crippling NHS car parking charges grew last night as it was revealed hospitals made a record £175 million from staff, patients and visitors last year. The rip-off fees were branded a further tax on the sick after they soared from £164 million in 2014-15. And the figure could be even higher as only 111 of 120 trusts released figures, which showed people being hit with fees of up to £1.4 plus fines if they stay over their time. Disgracefully, 56 of those trusts charge the disabled to park. Tory MP Robert Halfon led the pleas for Theresa May to scrap the fees, which made hospitals and private firms almost £500,000 a day. He said, "If we value our hospital staff, we should allow them free parking." Lib Dem Health spokesman Norman Lamb added, "Hospital car park charges are a tax on sickness." Royal Surrey County Hospital in Guildford charges the most at a minimum £4 for up to 2 hours. Day patient Lee Ellis spoke of his fury after a visit yesterday. The 46-year-old van salesman, from Staines, said, "It's an absolute rip-off." Lorraine Maitland, who is donating her kidney to her sister through the Heart of England NHS Foundation Trust in the West Midlands, said sometimes she cannot afford to even visit her. The 53-year-old, from Erdington, added, "It cost £30 a day for the family. She's been on dialysis for 2 years, I don't even want to think about what we've shelled out." Distribution manager James Bulstridge, 33, said, "We come quite regularly for our son's 10-minute appointment and we end up paying for 2 hours." Figures from a Freedom of Information request found Heart of England made the most from parking last year at £3.9 million. Frimley Health NHS Foundation Trust in Surrey was second with £3.9 million. A Heart of England spokesman said, "The trust does profit from car parking charges as it is used to fund utility costs, security and a parking and management service, as well as the upkeep of the car parks." The Royal Surrey County Hospital added, "Car parks are expensive. Revenue generated is used for the upkeep of facilities, with additional income put into patient care. The Department of Health insisted trusts are responsible for the charges." Hospital parking charges were scrapped in 2008 in Scotland and Wales, as they are the responsibility on devolved governments. Visitors do have to pay at a few hospitals because their parking is run by private contractors. Fees are allowed in Northern Ireland. But in England the NHS has only guidelines on how much and when to charge. These state that fees should be reasonable for the area and concessions ought to be available to the disabled and frequent visitors. Royal Surrey County Hospital, Guildford £4. This is a minimum charge of £4 for 2 hours. Hereford County Hospital £3.50. Bristol Royal Infirmary £3.40. Northampton General £3.20. St Thomas Hospital, London £3.20. Southend University Hospital £3.10. Royal Free, London £3. Basildon Hospital, Essex £3. Whittington Hospital, London, after 5 p.m., £3. Chelsea and Westminster Hospital, London £3. Aintree University Hospital £3. Luton and Dunstable £3. Mid Cheshire Hospitals £3. Mid Essex £3. University Hospital of South Manchester £3. St James's, Leeds £2.90. By Robert Halfon, Conservative MP for Harlow. It is time to end the hospital car parking rip-off once and for all. These parking charges are the bane of people's lives. No one goes to hospital out of choice, they go because they must. The sick and vulnerable are disproportionately hit, particularly those with long-term and severe illnesses. Much of the hospital workforce cannot rely on public transport to get to work, particularly if they are working shifts at unsociable hours. Almost half of hospitals offer no concessions for disabled drivers. If we value our hospital staff, we should allow them free parking. This is why I have introduced a bill to ban charging for parking at NHS hospitals for patients, staff and visitors. Hospital car parking charges are a stealth tax on the NHS. We cannot say in good faith that the NHS is free at the point of access if people with cars face extortionate and unfair parking fees to get to appointments, go to work at our vital public services or visit sick relatives. Do you have a hospital parking charges horror story? Ring the news desk free on 0800 282 591 or email martin.bagot@mirror.co.uk.